Hi. It's pretty late, and it's pretty late, and I wanna I kind of decided that I wanna hit record when, like, now when I'm feeling really vulnerable, because something that has like bothered me after filming my latest, or like my most previous content, is that I try really hard to seem like I'm okay and that I'm so strong. Um, but I'm not. I'm really not as strong as I seem, and I don't have it all figured out, like, far from it. And like, I'm not ashamed of that. On the opposite, like, I feel like one reason why like a lot of people that know me don't really like support what I'm trying to do is because they might think that, like, I'm living such a glamorous and perfect life, and that, like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's almost like they don't think that I deserve any support because I already have it all. But in reality, I don't have much at all. It's just that I make it seem like I'm living my, like, best and most abundant life. But, like, I'm trying to manifest that, you know? I'm trying to convince myself that I'm really happy and that I have, like, everything going for me and that everything is going well. And don't get me wrong, things are moving in the right direction, and a lot of good things have happened lately. And I do have, like, a strong sense of hope and faith that things are turning around for me and that things will work out. But, like, it's so hard because I feel so lonely in this. And, like, I think it's time I show myself like this because nobody really reaches out to check on me. And I'm not the kind of person to, like, call someone when I feel this way. Because I honestly don't feel like I have anyone that I feel comfortable being vulnerable in front of. And that's like, that's been the case for, like, big parts of my life, that I just kind of, like, have to sit in my emotions all by myself. And I really hate victim mentality. It's not that I feel that sorry for myself, it's more like I'm just scared of the unknown. And today I feel really overwhelmed because I had to do a lot of social things where I had to hold myself together and act normal and act like I'm high functioning, while in reality my ADHD makes it really hard for me to, like, in group settings, for example, I have a really hard time listening to a lot of people for a long period of time and, like, keeping my attention on the subject and following the discussions and everything. And so the only options that I have is to, like, engage in the discussions, and I might talk too much. Or if I do not engage in the discussions and say my opinion, I tend to, like, drift away after a while and not pay attention at all. And then I just seem like really ditzy and far away, and that is not my intention at all. It's just hard to have ADHD because you constantly, or I at least, constantly have this, like, feeling of being observed, and that people can tell that I'm not like them, or like I'm not normal. So I've learned to, like, mask a lot, but that takes so much of my energy. And that's kind of what leads to this. Like, I feel really overstimulated and overwhelmed because, like, emotionally I feel really, really hurt by, like, little things. It's hard to describe, but, like, the tone of voice someone had today, he wasn't angry at me, but he was just, like, frustrated in general, and that sort of stuff really, like, dysregulates my nervous system. I really hate when people have, like, negative face expressions, or if they, like, have a negative tone of voice. And I'm also, like, very, very sensitive to criticism, and sometimes, and this is, like, a thing with ADHD, that rejection dysmorphia is, like, a thing that's very common with ADHD, where you feel like you're being, like, rejected or criticized, when in reality, like, people may not feel anything bad about you at all, but you're just so used to being, like, criticized or even yelled at, so that whenever you get this feeling that something isn't right in the room, that someone is unpleased or, like, angry, I kind of, like, internalize that and feel like I should do something to make that person happy. And it's not my responsibility at all. It just makes me really anxious. And so, like, yeah, right now I'm just vulnerable, and I know that if I go to sleep and tomorrow, if I have, like, a less stressful day, I will be happy and fine. And I'm slowly learning that it's not the end of the world. It's just that I'm overwhelmed and I'm tired. The difficult paradox is that if I get too tired, it's really hard to wire down and calm down and go to sleep, because once I get really, like, overly tired, I get so anxious that I almost, like, can't wire down. But I will tonight, though. I'm already starting to feel, like, so much better because I cried. And did you know that you let out the stress hormone cortisol when you cry? It's actually an effective way of like calming yourself. I just intellectualize my feelings a lot. I think like something that I do is that I over explain things, or I like to rationalize and make sense of things, because I really don't like being out of control. I don't like uncertainty, and I have this fear of being perceived as weird or crazy and stuff. So I've learned everything about the human mind, like not all of it, but like almost everything that I need to know about how I work and stuff, so that I can explain myself, which is also like a wound, because I should just be allowed to act and feel the way I do authentically without like over explaining myself. I should be allowed to feel like I belong in this world, and I like am allowed to be the way I am. I just find it so hurtful that people like generally don't like reach out to me like ever to ask how I'm doing, and I feel like I do so much for other people all the time, and I really like shower people with so much love and affection. I guess people show me the love that they know how to. I know that I'm loved, and I know that many people care about me, but my needs and my expectations are like bigger than what I receive, and I guess that's another really hard part about being neurodivergent, that I am so sensitive that people almost can't like understand that or relate to what it is that I'm feeling. And since I am masking so much and portraying myself in such a happy way and stuff, I think people just assume that I'm okay always. But yeah, something else that I want to share that I realized is that when I'm happy and when I'm okay, I seem really high functioning. And I recently watched a show with people, like a couple of girls that both have ADHD, and something just clicked to me like now, tonight, and it's that people who are neurodivergent sometimes act very childlike, because we literally, like, if we get scared, or if we have like a feeling of like that we can't do something that is expected of us, or that we are supposed to be more high functioning than we are, or stuff like that, it's like, it's almost like, you know, it is a cognitive dysfunction that we suffer from, and that's embarrassing to say, but like, it doesn't take away our intelligence. But I'm just realizing that, yeah, we are kind of like a little bit behind. Like, we cannot always do everything that is expected from us, and that is like something that I don't know, it's just too much sometimes, you know, and people in society expect too much from us, and we should not be expected to do everything that everyone that is like neurotypical. I don't understand, like, how is it fair that my brain that works so differently and that has so many like challenges, that I have to do the same things and follow the same guidelines as anyone else. Like it's really so much harder for us than for people that don't have this like cognitive dysfunction. Like, I know that everyone with like ADHD, ADD, and autism and stuff can relate to this, because we are more emotional and we like I don't know. Yeah. And yeah, I am too old to sit here and cry and whatever. I don't care. I'm always gonna just be me, and I cannot like change the way I am just to follow expectations, you know? Unfortunately, like if I could, and I have tried to stop crying, I have tried to be strong, I have tried to do everything to feel better and to just fit in, but the one thing that I really want and need is love, and that's what I'm trying to give everyone else. And so like when I talked about my recent ex, I kind of like judged myself looking back at my content, because I looked so like unemotional and like I looked like I didn't care at all and that meant nothing to me, but like in reality, you don't know how hard it is for me to let go of my like one safety that I thought that I was gonna keep. Like I finally found someone to love, and I finally found someone that accepted me for the way I am, and someone that I felt safe with for the most part, and like someone that I could feel like emotionally supported by and protected by and cared for, and like he really did so much for me. He really helped me so much, and he really like he didn't judge me at all, and he understood me, and or I think he did, at least. Like he was learning how I work, and he wanted to understand how I work. And so like I'm so appreciative and thankful for him, and I said that so much, and I cannot tell you why it ended. I will probably never tell you, because I still respect him and I care about him, and I really do wish him all the best. But I know that we cannot be together, and I don't really want to either. It's just that and I don't know like if I miss him, but I kind of miss the feeling of like being cared for and company and emotional support, and just also having someone to love and express love towards, and someone to be like physically near. I've been single for like 2 months now, I think, and that's not a long time, but I am really starting to feel quite lonely again, and it's so scary because I didn't expect that at all. I kind of forgot how it was before I met him. In the beginning, after the breakup, I was just happy to kind of like have some more time for myself because the end of the relationship was so draining. So I was honestly like happy to be alone and to have my own space again and to just like not bother about anyone than myself and just doing what I like and like focusing on myself. But now it's really starting to hit me that like, I don't know who my next person is gonna be. I don't know when I'm gonna be in a relationship again. And I hated searching for love before. That's why, like, for a whole year before meeting my ex, I was just in celibacy because I couldn't bother with dating or looking for anyone. So even though that was super hard and super boring, I preferred not looking for love and just being on my own rather than like having dating apps and stuff. I really hate dating apps. Nothing good has ever come from dating apps for me. I feel like it's a really bad concept for love. Like I can not possibly find like or know if I'm gonna connect on a deeper level with someone from like pictures and texting. And also I don't want someone to choose me from the way I look. It's so hard because I want to be seen for who I am. And I really do have like a very deep emotional inner world where I have so many things that I think are more lovable than any physical attributes. I don't know how to like portray my soul online for, I don't want to try to do that. What I'm hoping for is that someone in real life is gonna like see through and see me on the inside, like not what I look like, and see like love me for who I really am, I hate this. You know what would help? Like a couple $1,000,000 and like 5 different animals, and I don't know, like this sounds really dumb, but it feels like if I could go and buy like a ton shit of stuff like this, like really pretty stuff, and I was free to do whatever I wanted, like travel tomorrow or do anything I want, like check into a luxurious hotel, I feel like all my problems would be gone. But I must be wrong, because I already have so many pretty things and I'm still crying. So I guess like more shit is not gonna like fulfill me. But in my stupid little brain, I feel like if only I could buy more shit like immediately, then at least I would be happy like quickly again, and then eventually I would cry again, I guess. But do you understand me? Like, I bet you can relate. Like, it sounds stupid and superficial, but like, I don't know. There's just something about like cute and pretty things that kind of help. I guess it kind of takes my mind off like the harder things in life. And also like this teddy bear from my grandma. It's just so amusing to me that it's a cowboy, and I can't believe I kept this since I was like 3 years old. I don't remember getting this or anything. I just found it in a box and I brought him out. Nobody has said from my last video what I should call him. Like, I guess nobody cares about my stupid little videos. Nobody cares about my stupid little life. I'm just on this freaking planet in space, and nothing matters, you know? Like, I don't get it. Like, I guess this is also like me being super neurodivergent, but I have a really hard time like motivating myself to understand like the point of it all. Like, for me, stars and nature and animals, they are all wonders to me. I think they are amazing, but I want to be amazed by it all together with someone. I don't want to lay on the freaking grass and look at the stars all by myself. I want to do it with a significant other. And I don't understand why I can't just find my person to do that with. Like, for how long am I supposed to be on this freaking planet alone, you know? It's insufferable. At least I can laugh at myself, you know. I'm probably gonna be like embarrassed and cringe if I do post this and look back at it, because once I'm fine again, I'm just gonna think that this is ridiculous and silly. But I have like this gut feeling that there's a point that I do share this, because this is an equal important point or part of me and my life as the optimistic and happy part, or, you know, not part, but like the happy times and the sad times, and they all matter, right? Like, this is all the human experience, and I don't understand why we would filter out the sad or the angry or the upset parts, because it's not inspirational, I guess. But I feel like this is more soulful than anything. Like, this is me talking about my inner, most like personal and vulnerable feelings, and I think that's a beautiful thing, and I love when other people share stuff like this. But for some reason, when I do it, I feel like nobody... But, you know, if I post something happy, nobody cares either. So, like, I'm very negative now, but it's true. I feel like I've been trying to make it as a content creator since October. And I've gone through, like, health issues meanwhile, and had, like, problems with Crohn's disease again, and, like, a breakup, and, like, you don't get it. Like, I'm really, like, fighting for my life. And I can't even get like one positive comment on something that I spend time recording, editing, and posting, and like putting myself out there and being super vulnerable. And like, that is scary, you know. It takes guts to share something. And why do I even do it? Do I do it for fame and money? Yeah, kind of. But like, you don't get it. Like, the thing is that I'm just trying to create a life, and I'm trying to take care of myself, and I cannot like live in an ordinary way. If I would tell you like exactly what the case is, you would probably be like, you would judge me, but normal jobs are not easy for me, okay? So like, this is my shot. This is what I can do, and I don't have to be like, I'm not asking you to support me so that I can be rich and famous. I'm asking you to support me so that I can pay rent, you know? Like, it's literally like, this is not like me being super privileged and sitting here and crying and asking you to make me a YouTube star. This is like me asking people to give me a chance so I can survive. It is that deep. It honestly is that deep. And if you knew me, and if you do, like, you would probably think, or you probably already think, that just get a normal job, just do what everyone else does. But like, I have a chronic illness and I have ADHD. Don't you think I've tried everything? Like, I didn't go to the university to just sit with my phone and record myself crying. Like, I didn't put myself through 3 years of university studies, and I definitely didn't put myself through 1 year of industrial technique that I studied recently, just to like, for all of it to be in vain and just to sit and try to be a content creator. I am creative and I can talk and I have ideas and I want to help people. So, you know, if you've heard anything I've said, it's that I've tried really hard to find my ikigai, and it's not just about like following my purpose. It's literally me trying to help myself and save myself and just like making my life work. And I don't think that people get that. I don't think that people get that this is me fighting for my survival, because you look at all my stuff and you think, oh, she's privileged, she has pretty stuff. But like, you have no idea. You have no idea what my life is like and what I struggle with, or where all of this came from, or like what my background is, or anything. You just don't know. You can't judge a book from its cover. And like, I'm not angry with you. I know that I'm like yelling at you right now, but like, honestly, I am a little bit disappointed, because it doesn't cost a lot to like someone's video or post on Instagram, and it doesn't cost much to leave a comment and say something nice and something supportive. And when I see all the people that follows me and when they watch my stories, my Insta stories, I just think like, you just want to see what I'm doing, but you don't care enough to support what I'm doing. So I'm just a clown to you, or what? Like, you just wanna be entertained, or you're just so curious to see what I'm doing, but you don't wanna like spend 1 second clicking into my profile and like liking my recent post. I see you guys. Like, I see who watches my story, and I see who scroll past my important posts. Like, if I post that I've like updated with a new post, like if I have a new post in my feed and I share it on my Insta story, and I see that people watch it and they don't like bother to like it, I'm like, okay, but did I not like your 3 most recent posts? Like, what am I to you? Just someone that is supposed to give and give and give and not receive anything at all? I'm not a taker, and I usually give more than I receive, and I'm fine. I guess I'm fine with that. I guess I have to be fine with that because that's just how it is. But like, eventually, I just feel like, okay, then I know. Then I know that you don't care about me, and then eventually I will stop caring about you. And I guess it sucks to be you once I stop like giving, you know? And sometimes I have asked myself, like, is this the karma that I deserve? Have I done something wrong to deserve to be mistreated? Have I somehow been a bad person, and do I deserve people being like ignorant towards me when all I do is like support and shower them with love? If you're a random follower, I guess you have no idea like who I'm speaking to, like, or talking about right now, but just so you get an idea, there are a lot of people looking at my Insta stories, and a lot of them are from like all sorts of places, from different chapters of my life and different environments. Like, I've been everywhere. Like, I've had several jobs, I've moved around, and I've had many friends, and not many have. Like, it's just like, I don't know what to say, because it's just a little bit too private. But I guess I've given up on like a lot of people, but it's been hurtful, you know? Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I feel like this has turned into something really depressive now. I'm also on my period, so that doesn't really help. I guess I'm gonna go to bed now. I don't know if this really helped me or not. I don't know if it helped you or made sense to you, but if you are watching this and you are someone that knows me in real life, just want you to know that I really am trying my best, and it would mean a lot to me if you would like tell me that I'm doing alright instead of just like ghosting. Because it makes me really insecure when people just look and don't say anything. I don't know what they're thinking. So like, if you could bother to say something, then just say that. Say something nice, you know. I would really appreciate it and need it, honestly. It's not really my thing to beg for love or beg for appreciation, but like, I'm running empty on like my cup inside that is supposed to like receive love. Is like starting to be really empty, because I feel like nobody really shows me any care. Fuck. Like, I feel like people don't show me enough love and care, and I guess I just want to put this out there because I want you to know that you have disappointed me. Honestly, you've disappointed me. If I've shown you love recently and you have not like done anything for me, just know I'm starting to feel like empty in my cup, and I won't have anything more to give. So don't expect anything more from me, because until I get some love and care, there's nothing for you to get here. And I'm not gonna let life make me harden. I'm never gonna be an angry, resentful, or like hateful person. I'm still gonna be my angel self and believe in angel energy only. But I'm gonna like give my angel energy to myself, because I really need it. And you guys don't deserve it unless you like step it up and like do something for me now. Honestly, if you consume my content and you don't give anything, like, you are not my angels. Like, the people that I refer to as angels that I speak to in my podcast, who are you? Like, where are you? Because I'm starting to feel like maybe I have two people that have said anything like nice to me, like in the past months. Yeah, just a little bit unmotivating and discouraging, but I'm gonna try to keep it up, because I've committed to this podcast that I'm doing, and I've committed to